Hi, I'm Delna Poonawalla and I'm here to give you tips on hats and fascinators and what to wear for the Indian Derby 2014. Well, we've put together a very striking red dress with a little bit of lace because that's in fashion, and we can team it up with different fascinators and hats, which is what I'm going to show you now. So there's a variety of them, from smaller ones that girls are less intimidated by to really stunning ones that stand out. The history and tradition of hats and fascinators comes from the Ascot in England. Racing there started in the 17th century, 1711 to be exact, by Queen Anne, and it was a sporting event, and it was initially there to entertain the Parliament, and it became so popular that it carried through to the 21st century, and the tradition follows through from there. It's a royal affair, so when the Queen would arrive in her royal carriage, it was to show respect. The public couldn't keep their heads bare, and therefore they would wear hats, and that gained more popularity over time and became a huge fashion element which is carried through till today. This is a really stunning red hat by Philip Tracy. The idea is also that all hats need to be at an angle. To wear it this way is not okay. It needs to be this way. So at an angle, over one eye is always a good place. You can pin it up. I've given hairbands to all of my hats so they stay in your head comfortably and you can walk around with your hands free. Racing is a very glamorous affair. It's passion, power, pedigree, a culmination of all those put together, and I've always felt for such magnificent creatures as horses, you have to be as glamorous as they look to make the hat the emphasis of the whole outfit. So I give the rest of it very clean. So even though it's a bright color, it's monochromatic. There's nothing here. Her hair is pulled to one side, and a side braid or a side ponytail, which is very in fashion now, looks great with a hat that's overpowering. So the hat again has got the emphasis and its right place. I'm giving her something a little more understated that someone else might feel comfortable wearing, and yet it complements the outfit. It balances the outfits. It's red and grey, and we just have a touch of grey. So when you walk into my store, I've got hats and fascinators for everyone, for the boy and girl next door to couture pieces, which, like fashion couture pieces, are more expensive and very dramatic. So this again is grey, which offsets her red dress and is not as intimidating for everyday women to just put on and walk out with. This is a jumpsuit, which I feel is the new option for a dress, and it also suits our climate very well. And again, with this look, I'd like to have her hair pulled back so that the hat can be the main focus. We can play with other accessories, keeping it a little more simple and going with just blue and green, but that's also very striking, and this makes another look which is great. There are a few tips I can give which will help keep it really clean, simple and easy. So for example, a black and white monochromatic is always a classic which you can wear at any time. You can keep it as simple as that. The don'ts would be not to dress like you're going clubbing. It's a day affair, an afternoon affair, so always remember that. Not to have the tummy showing or too much bling or big chandelier earrings, because the hat should be the focus. And for men, linen suits is a great option, and there's so many. They don't have to wear just a suit. It can be jodhpuris with another playful colored jacket or stripe through them, a bowler hat, which also suits our climate. So there are many options.
And off we go to the McDowell Signature Premier Indian Derby 2014.
We're all set for the derby.